4 or 5 years, I will not replace a single one.
Finally, there's a question that some of your rivals have brought up, and that is Iran. At the time you were the head of HP, there was a ban on any U.S. companies doing business with Iran. But while you were the head of the company, a European subsidiary of HP sold hundreds of millions of dollars of computer equipment to Iran. And the SEC ended up investigating HP for what it said was violation of the sanctions against Iran. How do you respond to that?
Well, first, HP, you need to remember, was larger than each of the 50 states. It's a larger budget than any one of our 50 states and a global enterprise. And so it's impossible to ensure that nothing wrong ever happens. The question is, what do you do when you find out?
Are you saying you didn't know about it?
3 years after. In fact, the SEC investigation proved that neither I nor anyone else in management knew about it, and the facts of the matter were the European subsidiary apparently was doing business with another company in the Middle East. That company was doing business with another company that was doing business with Iran, and when the company discovered this 3 years after I left, they cut off all ties with those companies. The SEC investigated very thoroughly and concluded that no one in management was aware.
At the time, that company that was making the sales to Iran, and you were the CEO of the time, was named the wholesaler, HP's wholesaler of the year. So how can it be that they were doing all this business with Iran, you were calling it, the HP was calling it the wholesaler of the year, and you didn't know what was going on?
The wholesaler of the year that you're describing was doing business with another company that was doing business with Iran. Clearly, that wholesaler of the year, which should not have been the wholesaler of the year, was not honest in their dealings with us, and they were not honest in their dealings with this third company. And that's why the dealings with this organization were cut off immediately. It is why the company cooperated with the SEC in a very thorough investigation, and it is why no charges were ever filed, because it became clear that this third company was not honest or trustworthy. Neither was the other organization that they were doing business with. It shouldn't have happened, obviously.
Ms. Fiorina, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you so much for talking with us.
Okay.